Buenas noches, Las Vegas, and welcome to the Conservative American. I'm your host, Chris Garcia, and we will have a daily forum every day. We will be on the air after Face the Tribune. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening. Let me just dive right into what I want to talk about. Chelsea Clinton, I heard, is thinking about maybe a future in politics. Don't do it. America doesn't want you. They rejected you. They rejected your mother. They've rejected your family. They've rejected the crooked ways of the Clintons and the Clinton Foundation. And we don't need any more Clintons running for office. Just go to upstate New York to your mansions and live there and enjoy your money that you stole from the American people and that you stole from donors overseas. And the kings and queens that you promised that you were going to be able to do things for, you will not now be able to go through with those promises because your political connections are being diminished by the minute. So the king of, I forget which country, that donated $12 million to the Clinton Foundation. How is that looking today? That's not looking too good. You don't have the access that you thought that you were going to have, but we don't need any more Clintons in the White House. To these idiots that are out here protesting that haven't even given Donald Trump a chance. He hasn't even been in the White House yet for one day. He's been president-elect for less than a week. And you're out here protesting. Exactly what are you protesting? There are kids in high school that are too distressed to take their exams because Donald Trump became president. What idiot parents are allowing your children to skip school because they're too distressed to take exams? That is such an excuse. It is ridiculous. That's the problem that's going on with this country. You have these far left liberals that live in these sanctuary cities like San Francisco and New York and Chicago, and they're allowing their children to, not grow up and accept the fact. What kind of morals are you teaching your kids? You win some, you lose some. And they lost this election, and they were lecturing Donald Trump and his angry white people that were going to tear this country apart and have a civil war. You know, they lectured us for weeks and for months for Donald Trump to accept the outcome of this campaign. You know, they were so sure that they were going to win this campaign, and they lectured us for months on being good sports and allowing a peaceful transition and accepting the outcome of the election because they were so sure that they were going to win, and come to find out that they lost the election. And now they don't know how to deal with it. You have protests, and you have people crying on YouTube, Miley Cyrus and other stars from Los Angeles, Weirdo Town, USA. You know, you have people out there crying, and you know, people are just emotionally distraught because Hillary Clinton didn't become president. Well, you should listen to your own self. Don't lecture us on how to be fair sports and how to accept the election results, and yet you're marching and destroying property. What does destroying property have to do with the outcome of the election? These are just thugs that Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton and other people are bussing in, supposedly Black Lives Matter, and they're just bussing these people in to start trouble in these cities and tearing up businesses that are trying to pay taxes and contribute to the American society. And you have these thugs running up and down the street, these paid thugs, and that was proven by the videos that came out. Undercover videos that Republicans came out and took videos inside the DNC of people that were paid to go to Donald Trump's rallies and start trouble. So everything that they talked about, that they were so disgusted about Americans, they were actually the ones that were doing it themselves. And it's just absolutely hypocritical and ridiculous what's going on in this country. It's time for all of those people to go away. Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton and Louis Farrakhan and all of these people. Your ideas are old, and it's time for you to go away. It's time for people to want better for themselves and want better for their family. One of the things I think Donald Trump did that was absolutely genius, and I talked about it on Face the Tribune, is that he reached out to the black community, and he reached out to the inner cities and to the Latin community, and he said, "What have the Democrats done for you? They've been in power for the last 8 years in the presidency, and how many years have they been in control in your town? How many Democratic governors has Illinois had? How many Democratic mayors has Chicago had? And yet Chicago leads the country in homicides every single year. It's ridiculous. What has the Democratic Party done for African Americans in the inner city? And why should they get your vote?" And I think that was genius for Donald Trump to ask that question, because I think it had an effect. I think it had an effect on younger African Americans especially, because they said, yeah, I mean, what have they done? What has President Obama done for you? And why should you go out and register and stand in line and give Hillary Clinton, who's just a disciple of President Obama, why should you give her 4 more years? It made absolutely no sense. And I think a lot of people stayed home because of that, because it was ridiculous. And I think that it's going to happen more. I think Donald Trump is serious when he talks about a new agenda for the inner cities. I think he's going to lower taxes for companies to come back to the United States of America, and those companies are going to put people back to work. And I think he's going to invest. I think he's going to put his money where his mouth is, and he's going to invest in the inner city. And I think the Democratic Party is in trouble. Could you imagine if Donald Trump gets between 15-20% of the African American vote, which is not far-fetched? He got over 10% this time. Real numbers, he got over 10%. I personally feel like every African American that stayed home voted for Donald Trump. So they couldn't quite get themselves to go to the booth and actually vote for Donald Trump, but by not going to vote for Hillary Clinton was a vote for Donald Trump. If he can get those people to actually go to the booth, you could be looking at maybe 20% of the African American vote going to Donald Trump. He got 27% in the last election of the Latino vote. I'm Cuban myself, and I know that most Cubans in this country voted for Donald Trump, especially in Florida, which is why he carried the state of Florida. And could you imagine if he wound up getting 35-40% of the Latino vote and 20% of the African American vote? The Democratic Party is done as we know it, because the forgotten man, which is, is the people that decided this election. And I've been talking about that for the longest time. When you drive outside, me and my wife took a drive and went to go visit her mom, who lives upstate in Nevada. When you get outside these liberal basins, when you get outside Clark County, when you get outside LA County, when you get outside Cook County in Chicago, when you actually get outside these major metropolitan cities, and you go to rural Nevada, when you go to rural Pennsylvania, when you go to rural Michigan, and you get outside the city of Detroit, where they have these Democratic mayors, these newspapers like the New York Times, the Detroit Free Press, and all these other liberal-leaning papers, when you get outside of these liberal bastions in these large metropolitan areas and you actually drive to the rest of the country is very conservative. And you saw every time they put up the map, the electoral map, but they also put up the county voting, county by county, you saw how red America was. And I always tell people, and also a lot of the counties that Obama carried, those people turned around and voted for Donald Trump. So, America is still, I believe, a conservative Christian nation. And, just because these liberals in Hollywood and these liberal mayors and President Obama and Nancy Pelosi want to let you believe that the country is liberal and that the country, it's not. It's not a liberal country. It is a conservative country. And that's why they try so hard to brainwash people. The number one way of brainwashing is to control the media, to control the newspapers, to control the news media. If you do that, you can control people's minds. But Americans are very smart. My mentor, Rolando, always told me when I had worries about what was going to happen he would come in here every day and he would tell me, Chris, don't worry. I believe in the American people, and I believe that the people will see through the liberal media and they will vote their conscience. And he made me feel better, because every day he would say, calm down. And I would say, Rolando, I'm worried. It doesn't seem like he's going to win. He's down in every poll. And Rolando would say, calm down. I have faith in the American people. The people are going to vote for Donald Trump. And he was proven right. He has great wisdom, and he showed me that, hey, American people are not stupid, and they're going to see through what Clinton is saying. They're going to see her as a liar, and they're going to vote for Donald Trump. I'm joined now by my friend Rolando, and I was just sitting here talking about how, the country, I believe, is still a Christian conservative country. I don't think that it's a liberal country, even though they control the media and that's what they want you to believe. But I think when you get outside these major metropolitan cities and you go to the rest of America, especially rural America, I think it's a conservative country overall.
I don't know if they control the media or the media control them, but I found my microphone, my little tiny microphone. This is my microphone. I couldn't find him anywhere. I said, where is my microphone? Oh, I'm glad I came over to visit you in your radio show, because I'm going to do some changes with this microphone. I don't care what the producer says, But anyway, you were saying about, you were talking about Hillary Clinton or the daughter.
I was talking about the whole family. I wanted to just go away and take their crooked money and just live on that. And how stupid do some of these people that donated to the foundation? This one king that donated $12 million, and I'm sure he thought he was going to have access to the next president of the United States. How dumb does he feel right now?
And I hear that now he wants his money back.
Does he? Good luck with that.
Good luck with that, yeah. I can see Hillary Clinton giving money back to anybody. Man, she is incredible. Greedy.
Yes, she is.
I don't know. We're going to have to find another producer that doesn't talk like that, another producer that don't cry like that. Every time you mention Hillary Clinton or Chelsea Clinton, he go, "How, how, how."
I'm glad you came in today, because we're just doing a half-an-hour show, so I'm glad.
Why?
Because I could have ran it for the next 20 minutes.
Why half an hour? You're supposed to be paid for an hour. I don't give money back. I'm like Hillary Clinton.
Let me set the record straight. I was not crying. That was my mascot was saying hello to you.
Oh, you was not crying. Oh, okay.
We have a little mascot dog, Bonbon, and she is a Donald Trump supporter. So when you say Hillary Clinton, she just goes.
Yeah, she go crazy. I know. Look at her sign and her sweater, Donald Trump. Oh wow, that is nice.
I was talking before you came in about these foolish parents that are allowing their children to not go to school and take tests because they're so distraught that Hillary Clinton lost that they can't go to school and take their tests. It's ridiculous. And they're in high school. They can't.
I tell you the truth. I think they have a very, very good strategy.
Yeah.
People that are running those schools. Half of those, look at the TV screen. They don't even have a sign. They're just walking with everybody else, like they tell them that you have to do it. Right. If you don't do it, you're going to go to jail. Like in Cuba, when they go to those demonstrations, they are forced to go. That's the way the communists work, Chris. Yes. I don't think... look at the TV screen and you see how those young people, some of them don't even have a sign. Some of them, they don't even know what they singing. Yeah. Why they sing, what they singing, and they just walking like, oh God, we got out of school. Yeah. That's all. It is, they have a very, what's his name? Sorrow, right? Sorrow, yeah. He got a pretty good group of instigators. That
they say some of them are paid. Some of these kids, they're paying.
Oh yeah, they are paying. Wow, they are paid. Wow. I guarantee you. I don't know how we can prove that, but I definitely especially the older people, the older kids, and they don't do nothing for free.
No.
You know.
Well, Jesse Jackson is known for that. His Operation Push Rainbow Coalition is known for paying people in Chicago to start violence all over the city when he doesn't get his way. So I wouldn't be shocked if he's got his hand in some of these demonstrations and is paying some of these kids to go out here and skip school. And, you know, that's just ridiculous. I mean, and they wonder why the public school system is in the situation it's in. You know, what do they have? They can't even vote. Why are they distraught because Donald Trump won the presidency? They don't even know what he's going to do. They're listening to, you know, people tell them what to go. Like you said, I think they're making them go out. And
they are.
Sounds a lot like Cuba, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah, in Cuba you have to go or you don't have a job.
That's right.
And if you don't have a job, you go to jail because you cannot leave without having a job.
Is that Hillary Clinton's press secretary? They came in for a while, Guillermo. He ran out, huh? He couldn't stand to be in here. I saw him come in for a minute.
Yeah. He left. Miss Producer, did he left?
He's got to be distraught. I mean, I don't even see how he can come down here because he was so hoping Hillary would be the next president.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Guillermo, yeah. Remember, he was going to, I think, he was going to have a office or something so he could, you know, make them citizens. Remember, he was going to open up an office so that all these illegals, he could help them to become citizens. That's what he was talking about.
No.
He's got to be distraught.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we got to have him on one day. I don't know what he's going to do now. Yeah, but it's just ridiculous. I mean, Rahm Emanuel, the mayor of Chicago, talking about you're safe here and, you know, you're always going to be safe here. How can you tell people that? You don't know what the federal government is going to do. You're giving people false hope instead of them going through the legalization, the legal ways of becoming American citizens. You're just giving them false hope that you can continue to be illegal and everything is going to be okay. That's the wrong narrative, Rolando, I believe, to tell people that are illegal. I think you should talk to them about becoming citizens, get them on the path of citizenship, because I believe Donald Trump is going to follow through on deporting people out of this country.
But still, he would never deport as many people as Obama did.
Yes. I heard he deported
Obama
more.
is known as the president of deportation.
Yes. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Did he left?
No.
That is true. They said he deported more people than any other president.
The last three administrations.
Yes. But they're talking about.
But you know, the Bush administration is not going to do any deportation because his wife is Mexican and he had the tendency to incline himself to
the Mexicans.
To Mexicans.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I believe that. Don't start agitating anybody over here, okay? We're doing an hour show. Stop doing that. And stop looking at we gotta go.
I was just smiling at my husband.
Yes, sure. Oh my God, I can't believe this. I never work in an environment that has a married couple working together. Never, but it's okay.
What about Wake Up to the Wagners? They do it every day, don't they?
They do. I wonder how they get along. I don't know. I don't watch that show, so I don't.
Some days I can tell they get along better than others. I can tell some mornings when they wake up, they had an argument before they came.
I don't like that.
That's difficult. Yeah, that's difficult. That's why my wife paints. That's how she gets away from me. She finds things to do to get. Oh, here we go. Conservative America. We have a very distraught Mexican American that just came into Radio Tribune. His name is Guillermo. Guillermo, do you have anything to say to America?
That's your name?
Do you have anything to say to America after Hillary Clinton's loss? I've been waiting. You're as close as we're going to get to the Hillary camp. So
Come sit.
come on, we
Come
only
here,
got
come
10.
here,
We
come
got
here.
10 more minutes left in the
Come
show.
on, we got 40 minutes left. We got 40 minutes left. What do you got in there? A bomb? You got a picture. You got shoes for Hillary Clinton. You got shoes for Hillary Clinton in there? Huh?
My friend Guillermo is here. He's joining us on Conservative America. This is only my second show, so I am honored to have
Guillermo
one of Hillary
Clinton?
Clinton's Guillermo Clinton.
Guillermo, I hear you was crying last Wednesday. You didn't cry?
I was praying
You was praying for what? For Hillary to win or for
for
Hillary?
what we got coming.
Oh, for what you got coming. What do you got coming? Money,
Nobody
jobs, freedom.
That's the uncertainty. Nobody knows.
Oh, no. Believe me, we have a good administration now.
Only time will tell, right?
No, I'm just asking about you.
Me, I can survive. I just have to work hard,
Really?
regardless of who's at the White House.
I hear that you was going to be holding all the contract from the White House now. Not anymore. That's right. That's right. So now I can get the contract.
No, not because you're brown.
Brown.
Yes.
What do you mean brown?
From Cuba.
He's brown. No, in my country I was white.
You were white.
In my country I was white. You people over here are the one that created the third race. In my country it was only three races: black, white, and
Mirato.
Asian. Yeah, mulatto is not a race. Mulatto is not a race.
Some mixture.
No.
Black and white.
Eh?
It was black and white.
See, even the lady knows.
Together.
I know, but it's not race for that.
Yeah, there was
It's not race for that. When I went to school, it was like that. Actually, it was four, but okay. Black, white, red, and yellow.
What did red stand for?
Red is the Indians.
Isn't that what the 5 rings of the Olympics supposed to represent?
What? The red?
Yeah. Who's the green then?
What green? The green is what we all want, money. But no. Talking about the race, this brown thing came either from the Puerto Ricans in New York or from the Mexicans in the West Coast. I don't know. I don't think Nevada exist at that time.
So why do you think we need walls then?
Why you need work? Because it's a lot of people that come here without permission. It doesn't have to be Mexican. You guys like to take credit for everything. You're not the only illegals in this country. You got Salvadorians, Hondurans, Costa Ricans. You got Cubans coming in from Costa Rica trying to sneak in here. 5,000 people trying to get in here. Remember those 5,000 Cubans? Why? After 55 years, took you 55 years to realize that Fidel Castro was no good? Then we don't need you here. If you take 55 years to realize that Fidel Castro is an enemy of this country, we don't need you here. There's Greeks. You know how many Greeks I know that they are illegal in this country? I'm not going to snitch on anybody, so don't even think about coming and ask me for. You know how many Canadians? The only problem is most of the people in this side is like him, nice hair but darker color. Like he spent time in Hawaii or with his president. He go over there to Hawaii and then in the
With Obama.
With Obama. All these Mexicans are Democrat because they confuse Democrat with democracy.
So we'll
That's
see
what
Donald Trump's take the Obamacare Act the first day he walks into the office.
I don't know if he's going to do that, but I tell you one thing, the people are
He
going
already
to.
said that he's not going to.
He's not going to?
Part of it.
So he's a liar like every other politician? That would be the only thing we need now. And now we need to find a president that's going to lie to us.
And then he changed his mind from a wall to some fence somewhere,
Yeah,
Why?
he said he would be okay with certain parts of the wall being
Why?
fixed.
They have a fence now, and they lift the fence and go through the fence.
They're probably good for the,
No. It has to be a wall.
like the China wall.
It has to be a wall. Yeah. It has to be a wall.
I think you can have parts of the wall be
No,
fenced if you have more, because he
no.
said he's going to hire more border patrol.
I don't care. He hire more border patrol. The border patrol will be too expensive because you have to have insurance, you have to have retirement, you have to have salaries, you have to have too many things.
Well,
It
the
has to be
priority
a wall.
is the immigration, and then the health system, and I can't remember what the third one was. But yeah.
Putting Hillary in jail?
So, no, he already said he's not going.
He's not going to, but that's why he don't put
Rudy Giuliani as attorney, exactly.
Yeah. Because Rudy Giuliani will put her in jail.
Yes.
No, I don't think he should hit him. I don't understand. No, forget about that. Forget about that, Mrs.
I'm doing a
Producer.
half hour. That's all I can do. I'm just doing a half hour.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't understand these people, man. They put their own time, they put their own hour. They come here from Cuba and they want to change the law. They want to change.
But I was worried about you. I really was. Me and my wife, we called Metro and stopped by your house and make sure that everything was okay. And
I was just surprised at everybody else. I guess we were all misled.
That's because you don't listen to me.
No, but they say it was
You don't listen to this. You don't listen to this.
white lash.
You don't listen to this political.
You didn't see the white lash
referee.
coming.
I told you, you don't have nothing to worry. He's going to win.
Hey, she won the popular vote, though.
It don't count. It doesn't count.
They're gonna.
Because of California.
Now they want to change the rules.
Rules, right?
Now they want. That's the way the Democrats are.
That's what Donald Trump would say, right? The system is rigged. So if we don't win, it's rigged.
What do you
right.
think? What do you think about these kids not going to school? They're so distraught they can't take their tests in school. That's ridiculous. They can't even vote. So what do they have to do with that? Why can't they go to school? You got kids in Clark County marching during the day and not going to school and not taking their exams because they said they're so distraught that Donald Trump became president.
Even if
What is that?
even if this is not my show, it's your show. What do you call? What's the name of the show?
Conservative American.
Conservative America with Chris Garcia. I want the audience to know that we was just kidding with Guillermo. Guillermo is a good friend of ours, and he is a printer owner, and he do a fantastic job.
He does.
What is the name of the printing?
Nova Graphics.
Nova Graphic.
Yes.
And
You have a number? People can
seven
reach it?
716 South 10th Street, and you can contact him anytime you need a business cards or a stationery
Yes,
or anything like that. We're just kidding with
He's
him.
a good friend.
The
Good
same
friend
way
of the
I
show.
kid with my friend Al.
Yeah.
We have a lot of Mexicans that are very good friends of
Yes,
ours.
they are.
And I never ask them for an ID, or I never ask them for. Guillermo is a good, guy.
He's a good guy. We were worried about him. We really were. That's the only reason when I saw him, I was worried, and I'm glad that he came over to talk to us.
Why were you worried?
Because I knew he was depressed when Donald came out and did his acceptance speech. Did you cry any?
No, he was depressed because Hillary Clinton threw one of the bases in the coffee table at him the night that she lost.
To be honest with all of you, I just have to wait, to see how it turns out.
You still hoping that she's gonna win? Too late now.
Somewhere I read that every single president that has been elected to the office is put there by God. So I don't know.
And I believe that.
I do too.
Hand in that.
Definitely. Definitely.
Definitely.
So maybe he did something in his previous life.
Well, it's like I was telling Chris the other day. I don't know if people believe that or he laughed at me or not. But on Tuesday, I went to church and I prayed to the Lord that He should give us what is best for the country.
That's right.
I didn't care who was it, but I wanted the best for the country. And that's what I did.
Well, God bless us, and Donald Trump is our president, and thank you for your prayers, Rolando. I also prayed, and we're going to give Guillermo a chance to recover, and but he's going to do well. He is a good friend of ours. Thank you for joining us, Guillermo, and thank you, Rolando, my friend, for giving me this chance and at having this show. And you guys, please be on as much as you can anytime you want. And thank you for listening to Conservative American with Chris Garcia. God bless you, and God bless our troops, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
And
Okay, you're clear.
Thank you, baby.
see, I offered him an hour and he rejected. He despicably rejected.
You can't give Cubans anything. You know.
He even got his